times, you already know who it is. It's the one and only homie Chef, aka Wings912 on IG. That's WINGZZ912 on Instagram. You looking at you? If you're looking at me, we got an almighty review. Appreciate you tapping in, showing love. If this is your first time, please go ahead and hit that subscription button with the notification bell so you can stay tuned and tapped into the content. Not only that, but go ahead and hit the thumbs up and leave a comment if you feel compelled. I'm listening and responding. Shout out to the Breakfast Club, the one and only homies. Yeah, it's been a little rough week. We had some restocks, you know what I mean? Jordan 5's restocked. They had the Kobe Vault, you know what I mean? Pretty shocking, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's Nike, and they've been doing things kind of different. Now, today's review actually is coming on the heels of something different, you know what I mean? This is a week later, but trust me, this is the one shoe everybody's been asking me to review, and I finally got a pair in hand. But never mind all the small talk. You know how we rock. First thing we do, we start with the box. And the box is kind of fire, you know what I mean? Yeah. All right, boom. Colors read white, black, light steel gray. Yeah, man. We hunted them down and we got a pair. I present to y'all the Air Jordan 10 Steel. Oh, yeah. And but now that we got them in hand, let's get into them. The Air Jordan 10 OG Steel originally released in 1994, and at this time when it released, Michael Jordan actually wasn't playing basketball. He was actually out there playing baseball for the Barons. So this 2025 release has all the classic elements that made the OG a fan favorite. It has the white leather upper with the original toe cap that was famously removed at the request of Michael Jordan. You have black leather with the gray lace holders that has the matching pattern on the tongue, which has Air Jordan 23 stamped at the top, and it's tumbled leather. You have the black and gray checkerboard sock liner with the powder blue insole. And when it comes to the outside of the shoe, you have the all-white midsole going to the black and gray outsole. And this model signature outsoles details Michael Jordan's early career accolades year by year. Alright, so boom, Michael Jordan's 40th anniversary, you know what I'm saying? A lot's been going on, and with another particular shoe just missing its 30th anniversary, it's kind of dope that Mike decides to go ahead and drop these, the Jordan brand. Yeah, like everybody knows, Jordan took off a couple years from the NBA after his first three-peat. The first three-peat, if I'm not mistaken, was Lakers, Blazers, and then they beat the Sonics, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Mike decided to play baseball for a couple years after his father was tragically murdered. And Nike and Jordan brand still drop shoes, and this was one of the shoes that they actually dropped, you know what I mean? Whew, man, I'm telling you, man, this was crazy, you know what I mean? They dropped the 9s and they dropped the 10s. Now, these are the OG 10s all the way down to the original toe cap, you know what I mean? But yeah, Mike didn't like it and got rid of it, and it's crazy, you know what I mean? A lot of people like it without the toe cap. A lot of people do like it with the toe cap, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is OG true to the form, and yeah, it feels crazy because this was one of the hardest GRs to get. They only released really on Nike, and the rumors and the stock seem low, but I really think we're going to get a restock at least by the end of the year. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you know what I mean, we do, because this shoe is very important to a lot of sneakerheads for the sake of nostalgia. I know for me, it takes me right back to being in like middle school when these dropped, and yeah, everybody had these going crazy. But yeah, enough of that. Let's talk pros and cons. First thing we're going to talk about the leather upper. This leather is amazing, man. I mean, even down to the toe cap. You know what I mean? On the toe cap, it's a little bit smoother. It's not tumble leather like the upper, but the upper has all tumble leather, even around the eyelets, you know what I mean, or the lace holders, you know what I mean, whereas the black leather, that is the nice, smooth tumble leather, you know what I'm saying? Same way on the tongue. I really like that. This is some good, like good leather, you know what I mean? As you can see, checkerboard sock liner, which has been one of my favorite details of this shoe. That is definitely on point, and it has the powder blue insole in it. They got all the details right on this one. You know what I mean? You come around, you had the jump man, and they're not going one way, but actually, you know what I mean? They're both facing in, and I felt like that was always a dope detail on this shoe. Um, Clean, got that off. You know what I mean? White midsole, and then, you know what I mean? You go to the black and gray outsole with the powder blue Jumpman, not the red Jumpman that they had in later retros. But yeah, with his gray and all his accolades. And yeah, they had these fire, you know, and of course, pull tab, the black pull tab. Yeah, man, you can't rewrite history. And these are one of those ones that really did it, man. And needless to say, yeah. When it comes to the fit, go true to size. You know what I'm saying? It's a Jordan, and this is a simple Jordan 10. This one really wasn't cut small. And I suggest that you just stay true to size. You'll be all right with this one. Because, I mean, just by look at the shape, it's not a slim shoe. It looks like it got a nice sitting frame. So, you know what I mean? Slim foot to wide foot, we all should be all right with true to size. As we look at the resale, though, I'm not gonna hold you. This would sit up here and make people think that resale's back and resale's popping. And man, don't get excited, man, because as soon as they drop a restock of these, that number's gonna come down. A lot of people aren't a fan of these because they don't like the toe cap, kind of like Mike. However, people is just going for the fact that it had low stock and the numbers are up. They're in the high threes. Some sizes even have 400 price tags. So do what you will with that information. But I say hold tight because I feel like these are going to re-release. We haven't seen the end all be all of these. Like, it just doesn't make sense for Nike to just drop 18,000. Like, that's a weird number. But yeah, resale is up. So if you got your hands on a pair at retail and it wasn't your size, flip them up to your size. You know what I mean? That's not a bad idea. You know what I mean? But like I said, do what you will with that information. Resale is up right now. If you can't have patience, then go ahead and spend that high price tag. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know why these were so low in stock. Very crazy, very, very weird. But I feel like these will like restock like maybe right around one of the holidays, Thanksgiving to Christmas, you know what I'm saying? And that would be dope because we need these, you know what I mean? But yeah, very clean shoe. I'm not mad at this at all. I only have one pair of 10s in my collection, and that's a Wings 10 that came out around All-Star Weekend in 2019. So yeah, trying to get my hands on these, and I will do my due diligence to make sure, which hence the flip, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, these are dope, man. Can't go wrong with a pair of 10s. Hopefully they will keep on going. We got a lot of colorways that would be dope. The red steel would definitely be dope, and they also have the blue steel as well. Then you have the black and gray, you know what I mean? They got a couple colorways with these, man, and we would definitely love to see them come back out. We'll see how Jordan brand does, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, one more look, you know what I mean? Because these were tough to get. All right. And when it comes to the Jordan 10 steel, yeah, I'll give these a 10. The execution is flawless and on point with these. Pretty fucking amazing. I can't believe they really got it this good. And I like when they do OGs and they do them right and they give them all good quality products. QC is fire on these. Yeah, man. And now I just got to get my hands on my size. This was a rough one. Shout out to my homeboy Squeeze. Squeeze actually hit, man. And yeah, you know what I mean? Few and far in between, but yeah, this is one of them ones, man. Very, very clean shoe, man. But yeah, this is getting a 10. Execution on point, materials on point. I ain't got no complaints. Get in the comments below. 10 worthy, classic worthy? Let me know how you feel, man. As always, appreciate y'all tapping in, showing love. Be sure to make sure you lock in, subscribe, hit that notification button, thumbs up, leave a comment, all the good stuff. I'm hollering back at y'all. We're going to talk about these SB95s. Yeah, because they're crazy. And then we got Undefeated 4s coming. Yeah, there's a lot of work going in, you know what I mean? Got a lot of shoes on the way, man. But please, 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 please be sure to spread love to your family and friends at the end of the day. Being positive is just a dope thing to do, you know what I mean? Things kind of crazy. We in August. We on the last leg of the year, you know what I'm saying? And the year's been moving like it's got somewhere to be, you know what I mean? We on the way to 2026, and we got some very important releases coming in 2026. So stay positive, man. As always, stay hydrated, stay hustling, stay low key, stay focused, but more importantly, stay out the way. Mind a business that pays you. I'm just saying. Good advice from me to you, you know what I'm saying? And by any means, keep the sneakers clean, yo. You know the motto. Before you go pay resale, come here and get them details. And if we catch you lacking, understand we snatching. It's not a game. We not playing. We outside. Breakfast Club, baby. 100.